Alright guys, so here we got ETRM. It is a medical stock, and I just wanted to show you some stuff that would help, I think will help you guys to understand how to trade a stock like this. We're going to look at the 3-day chart here. Each one of these represents an overnight and a pre-market here, and then an intraday. Stocks to Trade is an awesome program to use for day traders. I absolutely love it. I pay $120 a month because I got in right when it first came out on February 14th, 2016. And they're about to up the price again. I think it's at $172 or $142 a month, something like that. ETRM, I found this by checking my scanner. Scanner is found here. Screener Plus. I got a low float pre-market scanner that I run every single morning. Low float means less outstanding number of shares available to the market. High trading volume, or that's not necessarily high at all, but greater than 5,000 trading volume gets rid of the junk. And greater than 10% change. There's sometimes a little bit of caveat because it won't catch a nice spike and then return to normal inside of in the pre-market because it does whatever the last price was. And so there's some of these things that you can do, percent change in the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or something like that. And you can filter. I would love to find something that met my criteria at some point in the last, like, say, 30 minutes or something, but that's, as far as I know, not possible yet. Anything less than $20 is greater than 5 cents. Alright, so I run that, and I got this for the last 3 days, and I'll show you why. The volume here is 228K, it's trading 35 million on the day. You see a nice little uptrend here, not anything to be crazy about, but, 30 cents pre-market, 30 so cents pre-market there. And so I decided this was going to be a great trade, and so you trade it here. I didn't actually trade this here, but just because I wasn't even at my computer. But with the volume here going up into totally green and nothing ever dipping lower, it's very clean 78% gain in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes. 7 bars, 7 minutes. A minute per bar. And so you would have gotten out there. Nothing really for the rest of the day. Maybe a little bit here with the trend going kind of sideways there. It would have broken trend, maybe done a little bit there, but really the rest of the day is kind of boring. Get out always on a trade that has low volume when the volume starts dropping. That's not necessarily low volume at 128K, but there's no real price movement here. It's all kind of up and down, you're not really going to get anything. I mean, sure, you can make all these small little gains of 20 cents, 10 cents, whatever, but it's not going to get you anywhere, really. And if your account size is under 25,000, you're going to be going for these, not these, because you want to make your trades count. And it held that, that nice 430 to, 350 range all the rest of the day. It didn't ever go down into the twos. And so basically, this little spike here showed me that it was probably going to be a nice spike the next day. I do not do straight swing trades at the moment, but that would have been a great swing trade here. And here's some great news. Again, and the reason why it spiked that previous day, I forgot to mention, the news showed that V-Block, which these folks produce something for obese people to not feel hungry as much, and it's some kind of neural blocker or something like that. It's a device, I think. I didn't read through the whole thing at all, but it's now available to a hospital in Maryland, and that's what's caused a spike in the stock, because previous to that, there was hardly any volume, and it was just $1.70 stock. Nothing crazy to look at. This did spike a good amount, but I mean, there wasn't all that much volume, only like 10K. That's not enough really to do much with. Okay, so we come here to the next day. We see a great pre-market gain. This would have showed up on any screener. It would have showed up on mine for sure. $4 to $7. Wow. I mean, if you could get in here, I probably would have traded some shares there. Whoops, let's go hit that to go back, undo. Here are some great tools to use here. You can kind of fly through some of these things here. line tools, arrow tools. Arrow tools show you, your percentages of gains, the number of bars, which is in minutes. If you're, you just times that times the amount of minutes per each bar, and then you get percentages here, points, and that will show you the amount of dollars. I think the amount of dollars that goes up, dollars and cents. Right now it says points because some of this stuff. I don't actually know why it says points, but if you look here, it goes from 693 to 7,993, so that's $2.40, a 34% gain. So you see this trend, you see the resistance levels here getting smaller and smaller, and the support levels getting higher and higher. And once those two meet with an ascending triangle, it usually goes up, but it could go down as well. That's a really key thing to keep in there, keep in mind, a really key pattern, the ascending triangle. You just match all the tops with resistance, match all the bottoms with the supports, and when they touch, or close to when they touch, it usually bounces. It gets squeezed in there, can't go anywhere. All the traders think, oh great, support is right at the support, and it's not going to have much resistance level. It's got to break above one of those two, break below, break up, break down. This is what you would call a dip buy, and this is why you would do a dip buy. Not because you saw some crazy amount of volume, even though the volume did spike there pretty good, but because you know it's going to be uptrending from there. If it starts uptrending and breaks the trend, you know it's going to continue uptrending. Good chance that it's going to continue uptrending. And here you got a nice 34% gain. Got another small little triangle here. And this one's kind of a flat triangle, but you see it break the trend. I wouldn't suggest staying in this one. It kind of goes down with the trend again and then breaks out, but it only gives you a nice, maybe dollar there. Not much to trade, but you see how it goes back up at the end of the day. Volume stays up, at 270 something K. That is a great indication that this stock is going to spike again. And lo and behold, we got pre-market gains again. A nice, solid, even uptrend right there at 9:50 to 11:30, and great. Let's see how much is that? 527K. Oh, for sure, I'm in the market. Never really dips much below that, and you get a wonderful 35% gain, and then another breakout from the highest of the day, right there. I would have gotten back in. Another 20% gain, and here is another ascending triangle where support lines come up and the descending resistance lines come down, and it breaks out. Another little 7% gain, not totally recommended, but why not? And then you got some support and some resistance. Now this is not all that great, and it doesn't even meet, but you do see a little breakout, and check that out. Since it's had so many days keeping its highs here, seeing this trading here probably would have been a good indication to get in, but it's still probably only good at a 7% gain. That's not much, but it would have been something I probably would have gotten in and made a quick 5%. I got in for an overnight, and I'm holding. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, that's stocks to trade. A great program to use. You got this stuff over here. We can create alerts for each ETRM, let's say, and you can select an ask and have it greater than, less than, whatever. If you're shorting, less than a certain value, let's say $19. So then tomorrow or anytime while this program is running, it will alert me once the ask price is over $19, which I think it already was. Previously, and you can have it play a sound, show a pop-up, or both, and that would show up there, and it would go zing zing, and show a little white bar here. Also, remember, you can check out profile, key statistics. One thing that's really important about this is that there's only 1% held by insiders. This is restricted stock, which is available to, I think hedge funds and folks that want to invest in the company before the company goes public. Those are restricted shares. There's only 1% of it, so 1% of the $5.7 million market cap. And so basically only 1% have holding, and you can see in the SEC filings, it'll show exactly when those restricted shares, which are of the held by insiders, turn unrestricted. And at that point, they'd be able to sell if they wanted to, and that's a time when you would not want to be trading to start. But in this case, you don't even have to worry about it. Only 1%. And then another great thing to check for is the low float, like I said, and high volume. Alright, so those are some nice little patterns there to see, and the reason why you would get in with the pre-market gains and news, and how you would go about making some money. So, talk to you next time. Thanks.